Sage Steele is right. Biracial people shouldn't have to check one box. We shouldn't even have to check two boxes. We should have our own box. Because stop saying biracial too. I don't think she's aware yet. She's still probably like, the future is golden stage. They don't get that. That's not good. You got to start. Yeah, we need that one name. We need your. We could say you're African, but that's still two different races. The mulatto's one. Sage Steele is right. Biracial shouldn't have to check a box. Okay. I gotta look at the video first. Let's check this out. The hell does this have to do with it? Okay, that seemed completely unrelated. Like near post. We often encourage people to discard the deeply held viewpoints the rest of the herd finds uncomfortable to hear. Dissenting voices disrupt the direction of a herd. Like, this is not even and even if it's traveling on a path that leads off an illogical cliff, it would rather die together than listen to the black sheep's objections. But what if your very existence makes you a black sheep? What if your birth upsets the herd because it challenges the group's singular conception of what it means to be a sheep? I don't like that idea. Challenging. Okay, what if America is plagued with its obsession over racial categorization, with human beings being reduced to checkbox census to where you're supposed to select only one. I don't like the idea of being. Are we being reduced because of that? I don't think so. All right, that's how we identify, but that's. But what if selecting one doesn't help your whole story? Yeah. I would think that. Steele Sage, former ESPN Sports Center anchor, appeared in Cyrus's XM, the Megyn Kelly show, after settling her free speech lawsuit with the network last week for revealing discussion, especially on race, and her public comments about embracing being biracial. So she's getting backlash. We got to embrace her. And we got to push the mulatto identity on it, right? She started recalling her interaction with the late Barbara Walters as a guest on The View in 2014. Walters took umbrage with Steele referring to herself as biracial instead of simply black like former President Barack Obama. So she got mad. Get in the box, like get in the black box. You got to get back into the blackness. No people for you. Okay, she started recalling. Okay, when Steele related the experience on the podcast 2021 and talked of being forced to get the COVID vaccine to keep her job, ESPN took her off the air. Trouble for that, and that's, I guess she's fighting for free speech against that, I guess. What's it, 11? Okay. I'm so blessed to be loved equally by my white family as well as by my black family, and if anything, people talk about how much I hate myself and I must hate my black father and my black family. Steele tearfully told Kelly, "This is my story. I can feel how I want about my upbringing. I am so proud of my family, and to tell me it's okay to have that opinion is wrong." She continued, to not have an opinion like that is wrong. And the thing is, whether I have talked about being biracial, mulatto, and it has been controversial other times, not to this level. I've had people wait in line for an hour, young biracial kids say thank you because I got forced to choose. And it's interesting because you're only pushed to choose one side. If I had said I'm a black woman, don't call me biracial, I would have been celebrated. Like, and that's a bad thing. Like, screw us over, right? Remember, a lot of this is based on the idea that there's no category. Remember, she thinks there's more room maybe now. Anyway, she's right wing too, so that might help. Steele appeared on Megyn Kelly's Cyrus MX show. The Megyn Kelly show, Getty Images. Steele is describing the life of a racial black sheep whose existence makes others around her, like Barbara Walters, uncomfortable because she refuses to conform to one category. But I want mulatto to be one category, right? I empathize with Steele and other biracial people struggle for understanding what my son is biracial, and it feels unfair to choose which part of him he loves more than the other. And I don't even know if it has to do with that. You know what I mean? The word can often, I don't even necessarily know if it's your upbringing. You can be raised as white and then later on you just discover your black side and you get into it. I don't think it's so clear cut. The world can often feel like a lonely place, and most people can't stand to live their lives never fitting in any group. That's because we don't have a small group. That's because we don't have a group. Let's make a group and we won't have this problem, right? Sage Steele and Barbara Walters on the set of The View in 2014. Disney General Entertainment content getting images for biracial children to be part of the herd, they must live a lie, begrudging socially distancing themselves from half their existence to some extent. Yeah. Steele was supposed to adopt a private and public position, privately loving both her families who look superficially different while similarly treating her with love, but publicly favoring one side. Oh, because she's supposed to represent the black voice, maybe. She was like there to represent the black woman, and then she had biracial, and they were saying we have to be black, kind of, maybe. While the legal principle of the one-drop rule for racial classification, meaning you're classified as black if you have a black blood or black ancestry, is no longer in place. Socially, we must use it with biracial people who are completely half black. It should be mulatto people, black, white people. Okay. I don't know what this, but is the parents? I guess. Her parents, I don't know. In blind-side spat, race-obsessed media went wildly wrong. If Obama said he's white and never acknowledged his other half, people would ridicule him for being anti-black and claim he hates himself. This isn't practice in the reverse, though, that the one-drop rule in effect, but distinguished people claim Steele is trying to reject her black rather than embracing her uniqueness across all racial lines by simply existing. That's, they're always going to do that. You even see here lately, you see people trying to say like, oh, well, you don't like black people. I don't entertain such kind of comments because I know what they're doing. The whole point of that is to put you on your back. You have to play that. Oh, I have to prove I'm not racist. I'm not doing that. I'm not answering those kind of questions that even set it up. I'm just going to call out the person for doing that. For her to love herself, she needs to love all aspects of herself. But we're preaching out that biracial people should live their lives glass half empty and never publicly full. Okay, I get it. I can appreciate Steele's care to not give the impression but he shouldn't even have to give that impression. That's the thing. This whole, no white people are going to be like, oh, you're hate you white side like that. Actually, some of them might be. She's disregarding one side of her family because of a father of her biracial child. I would feel uncomfortable if my son only embraced half his family to satisfy the herd strangers. I raised my son to embrace being a black sheep because being a man of good character matters more than pleasing the perspective of strangers. I never made him interpret the love he receives from either side of his family as being black love or white love, just love. More so, I never encouraged him to choose between the black father he looked up to and the white mother who nurtured him, because it would be a disservice to him to deny his whole self. Steele may have upset the herd, but at least she didn't follow it off the cliff. Okay. Now, one more comment. There's the last one here. There's a comeback to this where it's not really a comeback. It's just a black man getting pissed off, kind of saying that she's selling them out. But let's see how this is. Quick switch.